So this is how many Butter London polishes that I have to begin with. I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I have 12 polishes. I will be doing 6 this week and 6 next week so that you guys have an even split for this video series of Butter London polishes. The first color that I have to show you from Butter London is called Gobsmacked. I'm sorry if my first 2 fingers look really red. The polish that I was wearing before this actually stained my nails, so I can't get it off. And again, I have the gel on my nails just because I broke this one and this one a couple weeks ago, and I'm just trying to grow them out nicely. So yeah, the first color that I have to show you again is called Gobsmacked, and this is a really, really fine gunmetal toned micro glitter in a clear base. It covers really nicely in the first coat. It does get opaque in 2 coats, so I will show you what it looks like opaque in 2 coats. I never actually wear this on its own, so yeah, that is what the first coat of Gobsmacked looks like. I'm going to go in now with the second coat of Gobsmacked, and this does again get fully opaque in 2 coats. As much as I like Butter London polishes, I feel like they actually get thick very, very quickly. Like the actual formula gets goopy very quickly, so this one's like nice right now because I don't use it very often, but I have had this issue with quite a few Butter London polishes that have glitter in them that they get really thick really quickly, and for how expensive they are, that is like quite annoying. So yeah, that is 2 coats of Gobsmacked. So here's what Gobsmacked looks like up close. This one I am going to destash again. I don't wear it very often, and it's not my favorite formula either, so yeah, this is going to go. The next polish that I have to show you is called the Black Knight, and this one is one of my favorites, if not my favorite Butter London polish. This is a black base. It's pretty much a jelly. It's a little bit more opaque than your standard jelly with a bunch of glitter running through it, and it is micro glitter, so you get this wonderfully speckly sort of galaxy type of coverage on the nail. The majority of the glitter is magenta and blue, but there is a little bit of like a rainbow going on in there. There's some primarily silver micro glitter as well. This one I really like to layer up with a flaky on top, and I'll show you that at the very, very end, just so that I can show you what I normally do with this polish. But yeah, this is what it looks like in the first coat. It's fairly opaque to the point where if I did it really thick, it would probably go fully opaque, but I do 2 thin coats of this. So yeah, that's the first coat. I'm going to go now with the second coat of the Black Knight, and this gets fully opaque in 2 coats. The black base covers, again, really well, but it is slightly translucent, so you get the depth of glitter sandwiched between coats, and then the glitter pickup is really good as well. So with 2 coats, you get a lot of sparkle in there. So yeah, that is 2 coats of the Black Knight, and then I'll show you what I do with this generally afterwards. So this is what the Black Knight looks like up close. I am going to keep this one, and I will show you again what it looks like with a flaky on top and why I do that in just 1 second. So this is normally what I use this polish for. This little polish that I'm holding is called PA AA38, and this is an opalescent, fiery, flaky, and I normally layer this on top of the Black Knight by Deborah, or not Deborah Lippman, by the Butter London, because when the Hunger Games movie first came out, this is the manicure that I wore to the night that I went and saw the first Hunger Games movie, and this was my take on like burning coals in District 12. So I actually really love the way that this looks, the way that this ended up looking on the nails, and I love the contrast of the flaky over the black and the glitter coming through. So yeah, the Black Knight is like one of my favorite polishes to put flakies over, and I'm for sure keeping it. The next polish that I have to show you is called Knackered, and this is it's sort of like a seafoam green, but also a silvery color that shifts, so you can see that there's quite a bit of color difference depending on the angle. It is a very, very thin polish because it is a metallic finish, but it also has a hollow glitter running through it. So yeah, in the first coat you can see it's super sheer. It like doesn't really make a difference on my nails, especially the stained nails. You can see that there's just quite a slight sort of metallic shimmer in that purple shade from the sort of shifty chrome, and then the glitter is very, very daintily and sparsely spread throughout the nail. So that's what the first coat looks like. I'm going to go in now with the second coat of Knackered. This does build up the color just a little bit, not a ton. I will do 3 coats of this so you guys can see what it looks like at 3 coats, but it is definitely very, very sheer. So if you were considering this one and you are not somebody that likes doing multiple coats of polish, you probably won't like this one. But yeah, it's like, again, you got just the slight bit of added color, a little bit more of the shift comes through, and then a little bit more glitter, but it's still very sheer. I'm gonna go now with the third coat of Knackered, and yeah, this is what it looks like in 3 coats. Again, just a little bit more coverage, a little bit more glitter, but not fully opaque. That's as many coats as I am gonna show you though, because this will literally take 5 or 6 coats to get like fully opaque on the nail. And I just like, I have no interest in doing that. This one will probably perform better if you layer it over a dark color like a dark blue or a black, but I never do that. So yeah, that is what 3 coats of Knackered looks like. So here is what Knackered looks like up close. This one I am going to destash. I don't wear it very often again either. So yeah, this one is going to go. The next polish that I have to show you is called Fash Pack, and this is like a mushroomy sort of brown cream color. One of those very sort of dirty chic colors, I guess. It's a really good fall color. And yeah, this has a decent formula. It's actually quite opaque in 1 coat, as you can see. I forgot to mention that these polishes all come with like a tiny little brush, and then there's like a plastic cap that goes on top of them. It's not my favorite brush. The actual brush itself is like flexible enough and holds enough polish that it's easy to use, to the point where like with this cream polish, for example, it's opaque in 1 coat, but I just feel like the handle is not very big, so it's kind of hard to use. So yeah, that is what Fash Pack looks like. This is what Fash Pack looks like up close. I was looking at the bottle actually while this was drying, and there's like a slight gold shimmer in the bottle, but it definitely doesn't come out on the nail at all. So yeah, this is what it looks like up close. This one I am going to destash. I don't wear this as much as I wear my other sort of gray toned brown colors. So yeah, this is going to go. The next polish that I have to show you is called Wallace, and this is probably my other favorite Butter London polish. This is one of the most popular ones, I feel like, as well. And this is the most gorgeous glass fleck sort of mossy green color, and it's stunning. The base itself is a little bit on the darker side, so the shimmery bits in it just reflect off of it beautifully. It looks very, very gilded on the nail. It looks like one of those gowns that are like sort of like a black lace, and then they have that like ornate embellishment on them in a gold, but it's like a rustic gold, if you guys can tell what I'm talking about. But it is just the most beautiful color, and it is one of my favorite fall colors as well. So that is what the first coat looks like. So I'm going to go in now with the second coat of Wallace, and this gets fully opaque in 2 coats, and yeah, it's just super, super pretty. It's great for fall. It's a classic Butter London, and it's amazing. So yeah, that's 2 coats. So here is what Wallace looks like up close. Super pretty again. This one I am going to keep. I absolutely love the way it looks on the nails, and it's like the most beautiful fall color. The next polish that I have to show you is called Two Fingered Salute, and this is a really pretty dusty sort of minty color with a flake running through it. And you guys can see, well, not really a flake, but it's like a slightly flaky shimmer. And the color itself sort of shifts in the shimmer. It's not super noticeable on the nail, I have to say, but it is very pretty nonetheless. So I will show you what it looks like on the nail. This is the last one I'm going to show you. I have 12 coat total polishes from Butter London, so I will show you the next 6 next week. And yeah, that's what the first coat looks like. It has a decent color coverage. It's not super thick. It's not super sheer either. It has a pretty good shimmer pickup as well. I would say the shimmer just kind of looks like a rose gold shimmer on the nail, though. It doesn't shift as much as it does in the bottle. So yeah, that's what the first coat looks like. I'm going to go now with the second coat of Two Fingered Salute, and this does get fully opaque in 2 coats. The sage, I guess, the base color gets a little bit more sage toned, and the shimmer comes out a little bit more. Again, it just kind of looks like rose gold shimmer on the nail, though, instead of going from like a gold to a bronze with that rose gold tone in between. It's a very subtle shift in the bottle, so on the nail it doesn't really show up. But yeah, that's what it looks like. This one I am going to destash. I don't wear it very often. I do really like the tone of this green. I think it's really pretty with the shimmer, but yeah, it never really makes it onto my nails. So yeah, this one's going to get destashed. So these are the two that I'm keeping for this video. These are, again, my two actually favorite Butter Linden polishes. I will have the last 6 of this series next week. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, if you could give it a thumbs up, that would totally make my day. If you could subscribe, that would also totally make my day. And then otherwise, I hope you guys are doing well, and I will see you guys soon.